Okay friends, we are going to be adding color to our snowflake bowls today. So you are going to be getting a sheet protector that has this color wheel inside. I want you to notice colors that are next to each other. These are called analogous colors. They're like a family. So like yellow, green, yellow, yellow, orange. But we don't have these tertiary colors, those third level colors. So you can just kind of ignore those and think about the either primaries or secondaries that are next to each other. So for example, yellow, orange, and red. So you want to use colors that are similar today. That way, when they mix together, you get these tertiary colors instead of getting browns. So we could even separate these into warm and cool colors. So red, purple, blue, that could work out fine because red and blue make purple. So some of these colors, it might be better to stick with like the warm and the cool. So some of the colors that mix might give you results that you're not crazy about. So I would recommend just sticking with warm or cool, or thinking about colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. If you brought in extra markers, you might have some of these third level colors. So you might be able to use blue, like a blue-green or a teal, and green. So it just depends on what you have. I only have the 6 basic colors in our Sharpies. So you are going to get your glazed snowflake bowl back, and as long as you glazed it correctly, it should be nice and shiny and smooth. If not, you might need to add another coat of glaze today and have it refired. So you're also going to be getting one of these little pipettes so that we can squeeze the little serum that's going to go on top of our Sharpie lines. So you are going to add color on top of your Sharpie, or on top of your snowflake bowl. So you're just going to be coloring right on top of it. And it's going to look a little odd at first. You do not have to color all over it, but I'm just going to color some designs I'm going to use the cool colors. Maybe I'll try red, make it a little different. I'll use red, blue, and purple for mine. So while the Sharpie is wet, it will like rub off of here. So you do have to be careful where you're putting your hands, where you're putting your fingers as you are coloring. So this looks a little crazy right now. It's making me a little nervous. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. But then once this Sharpie is on here, you're going to take the pipette, you're going to squeeze it, put it into the serum, and then let go so that it comes into the pipette. And then very slowly, you are going to just pour some of this on here. And you can kind of let it run. And the goal is to not see your like Sharpie lines anymore, to just let this kind of blend together. So you can see I'm squeezing it on and just kind of letting it spread out and run around. If you even want to use a finger to kind of spread some of it out so you don't see those lines if you're having a hard time pouring in some of the areas. Just be careful because your snowflake bowls can be a little sharp. So the goal is to not see any of your Sharpie lines by the time you are done. It should just be the color kind of mixing and spread around. Just be careful where you're putting your fingers because it might take away some of that Sharpie ink. So then there you have it. You can see my colorful snowflake with that design from the Sharpie. If you see any spots that you need to touch up, just do that. Just be very careful because some of your edges might be a little sharp. But just kind of letting it run together and make some neat designs with some of the marbling of the colors kind of coming together. And there you have it.